Welcome to Attachment, Lesson 2, Explanations of Attachment, Bowlbys monotrophic theory of attachment, including the concepts of a critical period and internal working model. Bowlbys monotrophic theory of attachment, including the concepts of a critical period and internal working model. Like the ethologists, Bowlby believe that babies have an innate drive to survive. They come into the world biologically pre-programmed to form attachments with the primary caregiver. So Bowlby's evolutionary theory claims that attachment is, firstly, an adaptive process which has evolved because it provides safety and promotes survival. A psychological stay-close mechanism where babies seek proximity to their primary caregiver for safety and a secure base. An imprinting mechanism which has to occur within a certain time period, known as a critical period or sensitive period, and ends between 1 and 3 years. A hierarchical structure where the primary attachment is a special bond to a single specific caregiver and is different to all other attachments. This is known as monotrophy. The first relationship that creates an internal working model which acts as a template for all future relationships. The positive or negative effects of the internal working model are said to be irreversible. Long-lasting, even as the child grows in independence and explores their environment, they still have a strong desire to maintain proximity with the primary caregiver and will periodically return to the mother for comfort and reassurance. Reciprocal, i.e. a two-way process. As both child and primary caregiver are programmed to attach, the infant uses signals such as smiling and crying, known as social releases, and the caregiver is biologically programmed to respond to these and provide care. That is AO1. We will now look at sort of AO3. But before we do so, you may want to stop, pause, and match the key term to the correct key descriptive words. Okay, if you did pause, welcome back. Critical period. Hopefully you've said time imprinting 1 to 3 years. Internal working model. Relationship template. Monotrophy. Special, primary, stronger. Social releases. Signals, reciprocal, care. Secure base. Caregiver, safety, proximity. So evaluation of Bowlby's attachment theory. Strengths. Bowlby's evolutionary theory of attachment has many positive applications. For example, guidelines suggest that children in care should be placed with foster parents before the end of the critical period to ensure the attachments can be formed. Bowlby's work has led to extensive research into attachment and so has positively contributed to the psychological understanding of child development. Additional research by Hazen and Shaver in 1987, The Love Quiz, supports the internal working model. They found that there was a strong correlation between positive or negative relationships in childhood and future adult relationships. Limitations. Further research by Main and Goldwyn in 1984 has shown that parent-child relationships and future adult relationships are not always positively correlated, and so contradicts the internal working model. If attachment is innate, we would expect to see all infants in all cultures attached to the primary caregiver in the same way. This is not the case, as Schaefer and Emerson, 1964, have found. Some children have multiple attachments of equal strength. Therefore, they are not hierarchical or monotrophic. Evolutionary theory is regarded as being post hoc, because it has been inferred afterwards and cannot be verified or falsified. When evaluating Bowlby, note that much of the research is correlational, so use evaluation of this method. So taking a look at this exercise, Bowlby claims that attachment are hierarchical. The following are types of attachment: best friends, primary caregivers, grandparents. Identify where they are placed on the pyramid for 3 marks. So if you've paused the video and you've now come back to us, at the top of the pyramid, the primary caregiver, A. In the middle, grandparent, B. And down at the bottom, best friends. So, that brings us to the end of this session. You may want to have a go at describe and evaluate Bowlby's monotrophic theory of attachment. AO1 4 marks, AO3 4 marks. For the AO1 4 marks, you just want to describe what we discussed earlier. And for the AO3, choose strengths and weaknesses, and evaluate the theory. Okay, thank you very much, and good luck in the exam.